different story. Now the first thing is math object. So nothing math object, we already talk about the important methods in that. So math object, what is math object? If you want to find a square root, sine, cosine, okay, which we don't really use, right? It's just like a calculator. If you want to find logarithms, if you want to find the power, okay, something like that. But there are some things in math object which are really important, which is random. Okay, so here it is math.random. Okay, and the next is math.floor number. So you give a number, okay, we'll see what floor does. And then math.capital M ceil number, and then math.round of a number. Okay, and there is one more function which is number.toFixed of another number. Okay, let's see what these functions will do in JavaScript. So these are JavaScript functions. Alright, so let's see some examples here. We're gonna use document.write, or we'll use console.log. Okay, don't ever try to use document.write. It's a very bad idea to use document.write. Instead, use console.log for verifications and stuff. Okay, so let me share my screen here. So let's see here. So let me just okay, let's write from scratch. Doc type HTML head body. Inside head there's a title. .59 floor is 3, right? Always it gives a number which is on the left side of the decimal number. Now similarly we have console.log math.ceil of number. So what is ceil does? What does ceil do? If there is 4.2, 4.7, 4.3, okay, then 4.8, something like this, it always gives one number greater than that number. That means 5. It always gives 5 in this case. So now let's see. Now see, floor is 3 and ceil is 4. Always it gives a greater number. 6 and 7. 4.42, floor is 4 and ceil is 5. Alright, then we have another interesting thing here, which is console.log of math. This is round of number. So what does round do? Simple. 4.2, 4.7, 4.3, 4.8. So the answer is, first 4.2 is 4, 4.7 is 5, 4.3 is 4 again, and 4.8 is 5. So what is it? Which is greater than 4.5, it gives 5, which is less than 4.5, it gives 4. Now let's see. Round. You see now, it's greater than 4.5, so round is 5. Now it's greater than 1.5, so round is 2. Now 4.8, 5, 8.7, 9, 6.3, see, 6. That's round. Yeah, any questions here? For 1.5, it's 2. Okay, which is greater than or equal to, it's 2. Okay, now there's another interesting thing here which is console.log Now this time number dot toFixed of 2. Let's see what toFixed does. Suppose if there is a number like this 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. So when I say toFixed 2, what does it do is 4.46. It rounds off two decimal digits. When I say 2, when I say toFixed of 3, what does it do? 4.457. It rounds off to 3 digits. When I say toFixed of 4, it's 4.4568. Yeah, let's see now what does toFixed does. So you see 8.97. Okay, this is the number, it rounds off to 2. Now let's use the same 2 3. So when I don't want those many numbers, okay, and I don't want to lose the decimal numbers also, that's where I use my toFixed. Got it? Are we good here? These are some important math functions. There are so many other math functions which are not all be used in as a developer in a regular programming. Of course, you may be using it, the power of square root and stuff. You can check it out. You'll get a class notes where you have all these functions. Right? So that's about math functions. Any questions here before we jump into the next topic? No questions? So we move on to a different topic now. So the next is okay, these are called pop-up boxes. A very important concept. Okay, pop-up boxes. You see these pop-ups, crazy pop-ups which come on websites. I mean, even in this or in our website, when you say hi or send message, it says message sent or hi sent, right? Message sent. Okay, that's called a pop-up box. So we have 3 types of pop-up box in JavaScript: alert, confirm, prompt. Okay. So the name themselves say alert is to show messages, confirm is to ask a yes or no, prompt is to take input. Okay, so the syntax would be like alert, a message, confirm, a question, prompt is another question, right? To take input is another question. Alright, so let's see how these things really work, the pop-up boxes. Okay, it's a very paste it. So I call this as js calci dot html. So here we don't want this. Alright, you can do this in 2 ways, this calculator. Okay, I will do in one way, you guys are supposed to do it in the second way. That's your assignment. Okay, alright, so now let's see. So we don't want anything of this. Now here let's use a div. I'll say class equal to, or let's say id equal to result. To show the result, I'm using this. Now here where first number equal to prompt, enter a number, where second number equal to prompt, enter another number. Now here where operation equal to prompt, add an operator, Okay, not an operator. It can be plus, minus, into, division, and the modulo division. Alright, so let's see what are we getting the right inputs or not. So first number plus second number plus operation, or let's directly do the operation. So where result equal to, okay, first number, how do I do the operation? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me do this. If operation equal to plus, if operation equal to plus, I want to add result equal to first number plus second number. Now here I want to put the result in there. How do I put? Document dot get element by id result dot inner HTML equal to result. Right? That's it. Let's use only plus. Let's use only addition here first. So let me go here, calci. Okay, something wrong here. Prompt. Okay, it should be called upon an event. Here, onload equal to, onload is another event. Okay, we did not talk about this. It's not that important. JavaScript. Let's say start. So we have to put everything in a function. Okay, now let's see. Okay, there is something else. 9, 12 and 6. 9, 12. And 9, 6. Okay, start. It's not working out. Yeah, you can write alert. You can write. I'm just, alert is like annoying, so I don't want to use alert. But let's just figure out this error. Start. Onload. 9, 12 and 6. Start is not defined. Okay. Let's see. Remove this. So, so now it should work. Still 13. Something is going on here. Prompt. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see now. First number 10. Second number 20. What is the result now? What is the result? First number is 10, second number is 20. What is the result? Anyone? 30. Okay. Any other answers? 30. Okay. Let's see now. Operator. Okay. Plus. You see? The answer is 10, 20. Anyone know what's happening? So we have given 10, we have given 20, and we have given plus. It says 10, 20. What happened there? Any idea? No idea, right? Concatenation. Exactly. So what's happening here is that even though we have given numbers, JavaScript assumes them as strings. So this happens not just with prompt boxes. If you take any input from outside, okay, what JavaScript considers is that it's a string. So when you try to operate on that, it gets concatenated. So how do you avoid this? Okay, for that we have parseInt. So parseInt is one function. It converts string, the numbered part of a string, into an integer. That's what parseInt does. parseInt. So now let's try it again. So we'll refresh. Now I calculate. So I'll give 20. Then I'll give 30. Then I'll give plus. Now the answer is 50. Absolutely right. Right? Are we good? So now let's do one more time. I want to add 1.5 and 2.5, or 1.5 plus 2. What is the answer now? 1.5 plus 2. 1.5 plus 2. 3. Okay, any other answers? 1.5 plus 2, 3. Okay, nice. 2.5. Okay, any other answers? That's it, right? So let's see. So 2.5 and 3 we have here. So 3. Okay, 1.5 plus 2, right? Yeah, it's 3.5. Actually, the answer should be. But it's only 3. Okay, not just that. Let's try to add one more thing here. 0.5, 1.5, or 1.2. What is the answer now? It should be 1.7, right? It should be 1.7 ideally, but it says it's not a number. Alright? The reason behind this is that parseInt can only parse the integer part. It cannot really take the float part. So let's do, instead of parseInt, I just do this. Now here, instead of parseInt, use parseFloat. parseFloat first number plus parseFloat second number. Right? Let's refresh. Now let's see. So 0.5, 1.2, and I want to add them. See now? 1.7. So now let's do one more thing here. Now I'll say 20 apples plus 10 bananas. Can I add this? 10 bananas. 20 apples plus 10 bananas. Now what is the answer? Tell me. 20 apples plus 10 bananas. None? Okay. Any other answers here? No. Okay, I can't add, I know it, but what's the answer now? What is the answer now? Any idea? Okay, let's see the beauty of JavaScript. I want to add them. So it's 30. No, it's only 30. So parseInt can only take the numbers out of strings. parseInt or parseFloat, whatever it can be. Now let's do one more thing. Okay, I want to add number 1. This is an interview question. Okay, I want to add number 2. Yeah, it neglects strings. So now tell me, number 1 plus number 2, what is the answer? This is an interview question. That 30 apples plus 30 bananas is an interview question, and number 1 plus number 2 is an interview question. You guys have to tell me what is the answer. Number 1 plus number 2. Number 3. Okay. Any other answers here? So remember this. The answer is not a number. NaN stands for not a number. The reason is that every string should start with a number, then only parseInt or parseFloat can parse it. If it starts with a string, it will neglect it and will do nothing. Okay, so now you got it right. You cannot add two numbers as strings. Instead, you have to parseInt or parseFloat. If you do parseInt, it won't take the decimal numbers. If you do parseFloat, it takes the decimal numbers. Now, even there are strings in the number string, it should start with number so that it can add. So two important functions. What are they? Now, sometimes what happens is you visit a website. Alright. After 30 seconds, a pop-up will come up. After 30 seconds, a pop-up will come up and say, hey, do you want to subscribe? Please log in. Click this. Click that. You guys face that problem anytime? Not a problem. Do you face that thing anytime? Like you visit a website, you will be there. After 30 seconds or 20 seconds, a pop-up will come. Register or subscribe. Did you guys see that anytime? Yes, right? Great. So today we'll see that. Okay, today we see that how to do that. It's a very easy one. It's a very easy one. So how do we do that? So what's happening? You visit a page. Okay, you used to use ad block. Okay, it's not actually, ads are different. Okay, so that's the reason people have become pretty much intelligent to throw models. That's why people are, it's called evolution. Yeah, alert boxes, those will be blocked, but models, okay, if you want to do some research or wait for our Twitter bootstrap class. In Twitter bootstrap class, I'll explain about the models. Okay, so model is a part of HTML, it's not JavaScript. Right, so forget about it. Now how to do that? So you come to website, you trigger that after 30 seconds. How to do that? So there is a function called setTimeout. setTimeout function, whatever the code you want to do, comma, there's a time in milliseconds. For instance, say if you want after 30 seconds. So 30 seconds is how many milliseconds? It's 30,000 milliseconds. Okay, time in milliseconds. So what does setTimeout do? setTimeout will tell the browser that, hey, after this much of time, execute this code. That is setTimeout. Alright, that is setTimeout. Now, alright, setTimeout. Now setTimeout will always return a handler. Okay, I mean, some people call it as handlers, some people call it as status, whatever it is. We'll see why this is important. Okay, but let us see for setTimeout an example. Let's throw a pop-up. Alright, so let's see a program here. So I'll copy this, I'll paste, I'll save this as timeout.html. Now we don't want this, maybe JavaScript, that's okay. So here, set timeout function. Now prompt, we'll use prompt. Okay, subscribe to our newsletter. give your email ID after, let's say, 30 seconds. So 30 seconds is 30,000 milliseconds, right? So some website, people are visiting it. Let's see what happens here. So let's go here, timeout. I clicked on it. Let's count the time. Let's see if it triggers. Did not show. Everything right, prompt. See, it has come after 30 seconds. Alright, so I'll just give my email ID and that's it. Okay, not just this pop-ups. You can do anything. After 30 seconds, you can redirect them to a different website. After 30 seconds, you can do anything. So anything which should happen after a particular amount of time, it is set timeout. For instance, let's say, okay, so let's do another small experiment here. So let's do this. Now here I'll write a link, href hash on click equal to JavaScript stay, some function called stay. Click within 30 seconds to stay on this website. Okay, I said click to stay within 30 seconds to stay on this website. Now what happens after 30 seconds? After 30 seconds, my programmer has written a function to redirect him location.href equal to http tutoslive.com. After 30 seconds. Alright, so now I have to stop it, right? I should not let this happen. If he clicks on it, I should not let this happen. How do I stop that? So set timeout will always return a, let's say, result. Let's call it as result. Now whenever I click on that function stay, okay, let it be global function stay, we have a function which counters set timeout, which is clear timeout of result. Clear timeout of result. Okay, this will always return something if you want to stop that. So let's see now here. So I'll refresh. So click within 30 seconds to stay on this website. I won't click it. I won't believe in that. So let's see what happens. So I'll keep on reading. I'll keep on scrolling. So within 30 seconds over. We should have a timer also. 30,000 time. Yeah. Alright. It redirected. Okay, fine. Yeah. We have done. It's like only in 10 minutes. Okay. Chalo, take care. So you see, it's been redirected. Now, what I do now, out of that fear, I'll just click on this. Now it stays in here. It won't redirect. Okay, that is clear timeout and set timeout. Now it stays only here. All right. So let's see the timer. I mean, instead of doing this, let's see a timer if it happens in 30 seconds or not. All right. So how do we do timer? we have another JavaScript function which is called setInterval. The same syntax as our setTimeout function. Okay, what are the code you want to execute, and here another timer here. This time I'll say 1000. Now what does this do? setInterval will execute this code for every 1000 milliseconds. So you see these timers go on every second, right? So if I want to repeat this code every 1000 milliseconds, I have to use setInterval. Okay, the same as setTimeout, setInterval will also return a handler. So to clear setInterval, I don't want this to run forever, so to clear it, I have clear interval of that handler. Right, clear interval of that handler. So let's see our last program of tonight. Okay, I guess we still have 10 minutes. In 10 minutes we'll be done. Alright, so let's see that example. So let me copy, paste. I'll say JS interval.html. Now here let's see a constant time. Oh, screen share. Alright, so let's see. I just copied that and pasting it here. So here I'll use a div class equal to timer. And then, so here right, instead of location.href, what I'll say $.timer. I can combine JavaScript and jQuery. Okay, .html. Now here I'll write a new date object where date object equal to new date. Now timer. What is my timer? I just want to run the hours, minutes and seconds. Okay, hours, minutes and seconds. So how do I get hours, minutes and seconds? Date underscore object dot get hours plus date underscore object dot get minutes plus date underscore object dot get seconds. And here I'll say timer. That's it. Over. This is our timer. But this should happen every 1 second. So 1 second is 1000 milliseconds. Alright. So hours, minutes and seconds. Let's see if I'm getting the right route output or not. So interval. Okay, something gone wrong. $28. It's only giving the seconds. Okay, this is timeout. Okay, my bad. This should be interval. Right? 22, 28, now 29 minutes. 10 o'clock, 29 minutes, 4. Okay, you guys can see it. The timer. right? So this is how you do it. If you want to do a reverse timer, if you want to do next 10 days, 15 days, all you have to do is write your logic, plus, minus, kind of stuff like that. Alright, so this is set interval. Now if I want to stop this timer, let's say a href on click equal to JavaScript off. I'll call it as off. Say stop. Okay, so when I click on stop, so result, right? So function stop clear interval of stop, not stop result. I'm sorry. Right, let's see now. Okay, it's running, right? 29, 30. Let's say stop. Okay, set interval result stop. This is off. Okay, we called the wrong function. So now this is the timer. It's running. I'll say stop. It stopped. Now if I want to start this again, okay, let me write another thing here. Start. I'll call this as on. So here, let me write this in function on Alright, so let's see now. Now it won't start because we have written in a function, right? Let's start this. So it started. I'll stop it. I'll start again. Okay, I'll stop and I'll start after, let's say, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Let's see what time it is now. 57. I'll stop. I'll start again. Alright, stop. Start again. Not just this, you can write any number of counter. Any counter using setInterval. You can use this logic stop, start. You can use this logic in slideshows. You know how these slideshows are working out? They're working using this only. Every interval gap, execute this function, change the src. That's it. That's the slider. Okay. Set interval is a very, very important function, and set timeout is equally important function. Okay. So that is, guys, it's pretty much late, I suppose. It's 10:30 here at my place, so you'll find the video and I'll upload the files right now. You can download the files and start practicing if you have patience. Okay, please do leave a feedback, share the link so that more people sign up with Tutoslive. Alright, any questions here before I leave?